You know, ironically enough, sometimes the most important and the most impressive successes that we have with our clients don't show in a circumference measurement of their waist or even on a scale. And one story that sticks out in my mind is each of our clients, they perform a weekly performance evaluation on themselves, how they performed with their cardio, their sessions, and at the bottom there's a small comment section that we put in, and that's where one client wrote that she honestly believed that this program was saving her life. And it doesn't get really any more real than that.
They're just not healthy out there. I mean, when you walk around the mall, you walk around the grocery store, at the airport, you see just, you're looking at overweight people. And that's just such a huge opportunity for us. And everybody out there really wants to feel better. They have kids or they have grandkids. They want to see them grow up. They want to walk them down the aisle. They want to do all that stuff. And they realize at the current state that they're in, they might not get there.
They're pretty scared as far as what's going to be the end of that path. A lot of times we can serve as that lifeline that they can latch onto and get themselves turned around and heading into a much more positive place. That means a lot.
I think a lot of our clients, they have Blackberries. They're running around doing this, that, the other thing. There's just not enough time in the day for them to exercise. So what Fitness Together provides for them is structure. We help them get healthy and stay healthy. That's one of our mottos we use. I think that that's truly what we do, and we hold them accountable to it.
I started Fitness Together with the idea of having something different. I wanted a place where people felt comfortable. I wanted it to be small in a world where everything was getting bigger. And I wanted it to be a program that had careful thought in terms of accountability, because accountability equals results.
Well, the main reason that we're a lot more successful with it is when is the last time the big box gym picked up the phone and said, "Jim, haven't seen you last week. We miss you. When are we going to see you again? Call us back."
The motto, the one client, one trainer, one goal, really is that in a nutshell. When you come in as a client of Fitness Together, you feel like you are the only client of Fitness Together.
Part of the things that we do differently is we do an initial consultation where we sit down with them for a good hour and we understand who they are as an individual. We understand their personal compelling reason why they need to lose this weight.
In a public gym model, you're forced to do what I call pinball training, where you bounce around from one piece of equipment to another based on what is available, not necessarily based on what's best for your program. At the Fitness Together facility, we have private suites. So you work in a private room that's fully equipped, and the focus is completely on you. The end result is fantastic.
I've had a guy actually, he was off diabetes and cholesterol medication completely after 6 months of training. Those are not just vanity type things, those are health things that probably added 15, 20 years to the guy's life. So that type of stuff's critical. It's that same feeling, that emotional feeling of like, wow, I just changed this person's life. They're gonna be a completely different person leaving here.
We talk about changed lives with franchise clients, but we've also had some amazing changed lives in terms of franchisees. I remember our first franchise owner, he was driving a milk truck in the middle of the night to make ends meet. He had a love of fitness, he had a degree in exercise science, and we were able to work together and create a pretty amazing business.
Fitness Together presented an opportunity for me to do something that I was passionate for and something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but also the professional growth that I was looking for, both on the financial achievement and the professional achievement.
I wanted a business that had a track record. And with the business model that they put together for 25 years, they knew these things worked. They knew if you implement this, you will be successful. So if you dot the I's and cross the T's with our, business model or marketing plan, you'll be successful. And that's exactly what I did.
We walked into Fitness Together a little bit nervous, thinking about, I don't know how we can afford this, I don't know if we can. And we walked out of our initial meeting with Fitness Together and the whole thing was, how can we make it happen?
Taking a step into your own ownership opportunity was very nerve-wracking. I can only imagine what it would be like stepping into a situation like that without the support of the franchise.
Yeah, if you've got the passion for fitness, you're charismatic, you're someone who wants to be entrepreneurial but needs support, this business is so doable for you because the team is there, people, there's a network that you can reach out to. And if you're willing to work hard and put the right things in place and grow as a person, you'll do very well at this.
There's no question it's hard work. But what's interesting is when you're putting in a 12-hour day at a public gym for someone else, it seems like a lot of hard work. When you're putting in a 12-hour day to build your own business and to build equity in your own company, it can be very enjoyable. It's amazing to me to think that 25 years ago I took a first step and started one location that today has grown into the largest company of its kind in the world with well over 500 locations.
Being top 500 franchises, I mean, that stuff's great. I mean, but really what makes this company and becoming part of this company is the relationships you build.
And that's the most important growth to me, is to continue to be better for our clients. And if we add a studio on here or there, that'll be positive too. I think that the sky's the limit as far as where Fitness Together can go, and it's going to be an exciting ride.